Just like Michelangelo into the blue on heavenly wings. Cargo hand bones don't take off, no smoke, no mirror, no strings. I can't take off these dark shades. I can only say how it's too beautiful. Our town on TV, our town, there's you and me. Upside down, hanging out of an airplane.
Here's that information. Those are the dates.
Okay, great.
Hello, my name is Kristen Lucier. I'm the Director of Amesbury Veteran Services, and this is my fabulous assistant and Vietnam veteran, Richard Yarday, and we're both very happy to be here and on Larry's show. Larry does a lot for the community, and I'm just happy to kind of finish out my time here in Amesbury by working with Larry and sharing some of my prouder and great memories with all of you. So, Richard, would you like to say a few things?
Well, it's been an experience working with you, and I'm very sorry to see you leave. I know that it will be great for whomever in, what agency you do go to. They are getting a great worker.
Thank you,
and again,
Richard.
I'm very sorry to see you leave. I'm going to miss you.
I'm going to miss you too, but you'll still see me, and I did not pay him to say that. This is Richard and his in truth here. But it has been a great experience, and for the interim, Kevin Hunt, the director of Newburyport Veteran Services, will be kind of taking over on a transitional basis, and both Richard and our other fabulous assistant, Harry Vedrani, will be here. Richard will be here from 9 to 12, Monday through Thursday, and then Harry will be here 1 to 3, Monday through Thursday. And if anybody has any questions, they want to talk to somebody, they can always just pop in or call during those times. But we're going to make sure that the veterans and their family members of the community continue to receive the services that they've come to depend on through this department, and that's our goal. So, hello, Amesbury, and welcome to another exciting episode of Our Town. I'm happy to be here with Larry Frost.
And we are so excited to have her today. Kristen will be going for a new job, but before we get into that, we'd like to talk about her experiences here at Amesbury.
Yes, I've been in Amesbury as the Veterans Agent. It's been almost 5 years, and I remember I started I think it was the week of Memorial Day, so it was a very chaotic time. I call it baptism by fire. And it was chaotic, but Amesbury really, they opened their arms. The community really came together to kind of show me the way, and it was a great way to come into this job. It certainly prepared me for the next 5 years, where it's been, there's been a lot of ups, and there've been some downs. We've lost several great people in our community. Ron Kuntz, who was a dear friend and my predecessor, passed away several years ago. And, it's just, there have been many, many great times, and we've gotten to know so many great people. But, it's
I
just
think your unique energy and style, though, has really taken over the job, and you influence everybody around you with what you put into the job.
Thank you.
It's you as a character that's really developed this.
Thank you. It's been a great experience, and the veterans in the community have really, they've taught me a great deal about not only just the bond from veteran to veteran, but that's certainly
And
been a
sisterhood,
huge, and
sorry.
sisterhood. We can't forget the gals here, but just as a social worker, I've really grown and learned to kind of take some risks and reaching out to others. But I'm able to also lean on a network of service providers that we have here in Amesbury. Anne Mary O'Connor has been really an amazing asset to
you
our
guys are a good
community.
team together also.
Yep. We've really kind of come a long way working together. We have a lot of great staff at the senior center here, and the library, the schools, the youth director. The police department has been amazing throughout these 5 years. I've had to coordinate with them.
Small thing too, not that they're small in life, but the
Yep.
flag presentations that
Yeah,
that we make
yeah.
sure we got so people understand patriotism.
Certainly.
And the value of life and someone sacrificing their life.
Exactly. So it's just been, they're amazing. A special thank you to our chief of police, Mark Gagnon, who has really kind of just taken that department, which was already great, and really taken it to an entirely different level. Bobby Weil, who's just been an ongoing source of support. We just have some really great men and
Hanshaw.
women in uniform. Tommy Hanshaw, of course, Schultze, Lieutenant Ouellette. I could go on and on. We have an amazing fire department.
we can't leave
Yeah,
them
we
out.
can't. No way. The EMTs, we've been through some pretty dicey situations.
And people have served also, some of the people.
Oh,
in the
yep,
police force and
definitely.
fire department have
A
served.
lot of the police and fire department in Amesbury, they themselves are veterans or are in the reserves. Our own mayor, as you know, Mayor Thatcher Keyser, who has also been an amazing person to work for and has
He's a good leader.
demonstrated
He's a great leader, I must say.
incredible leadership. If I have a boss as great as Thatcher in my coming years, I'm going to be all set. He's just really,
Well, I think he lets you grow also.
he really does.
Not that you're
Yeah.
demanding, Mayor, but.
Oh, little do you
set-
know.
You set an agenda and you expect people to come up to it. But
Exactly.
also, you kind of get a little bit of room there to be a personality you get there.
Yes, and he respects our credentials, and he trusts us and gives us enough creative latitude to know that we really have the residents and their best interest at heart, and just gives us room to take risks
I
and
do want to
to.
keep the show about you, but I want to just mention a couple of people too. Bob
Yeah.
Smith.
Oh, Bob, yeah. Bob Smith, Ski Iworski, the American Legion, the new Legion commander, Arthur Lawler.
Thank yous are great, aren't they?
Yeah, they've just been
Can't
great, and I'm very fortunate. I've had an amazing experience in Amesbury, and it's really due to the men and women that have really stepped up to the plate and extended my reach to the veterans and their family members in the community. I'm very lucky to have a great team of veterans agents in our community. We have the veterans agent in Newburyport, Kevin Hunt. He's been a great asset to veterans in Newburyport, and will also continue to be an asset to veterans in this community as he takes over the position on an interim basis.
Could we throw out a few numbers, make you work a little bit?
Sure.
Now, when you first started, has there been an increase?
Oh,
in-
yeah.
In what exactly? People that.
In everything.
need help or?
Yes, in everything. When I started out, just to give you a number, we had about 10 people that were receiving benefits, financial assistance on what's called the Chapter 115 program. We now have about 65 and oftentimes 75 people or cases on that program. That's not just one person, that could be an entire family. So, the demand for services have increased. We also provide assistance to veterans with VA claims. So if they're filing claims for disability, they can do so through this office. We assist with filing for long-term care benefits through the VA, so we get to know a lot of sons and daughters of veterans. There's really no one that we have not coordinated or worked with on some level.
Is there any time limit on something? I mean, it's not a certain law that you have a cutoff, do you?
No, we work with veterans of all eras. We open up claims for World War II veterans who come in. There's never, a time
That's good to know
limit.
in case there's
Yep.
anybody's grandparents out there that
Certainly.
need help or whatever.
There's never a time limit. The VA doesn't close that door. You do go through the process of, filing the claim. We try to make it as easy as possible, and we like to keep things pretty informal in here. It's a very relaxed office, and I think people feel when they come here that they're a part of something.
You make people relax, so also I think it's very important when I've known you for years, but there's a feeling when you first go into anything, whether it's school or whatever, that first, like, I don't know what to do. If you can take that away where someone feels like you're a friend,
Certainly.
you're professional enough to get the job done.
Certainly.
It makes a big difference.
Yeah,
You're
it's
not
really-
threatening, I guess is the word.
Well, it's just, my husband might disagree with you on that one. It is. It's been an amazing experience, and the people in Amesbury, like I said, have been, incredibly, giving, and we're a very, I think, a veteran-friendly community. I know there are other agents in cities and towns throughout the Commonwealth that really have to fight tooth and nail for the benefits that the veterans in that community deserve, and I've never had to fight tooth and nail for those benefits. I've asked, and I've been given those benefits, so it's been a
you're
really...
confident. That's the other half of being able to be nice and open. When you're confident about yourself, that you can get the job done. You're going to be a little more, you're not hiding anything behind any closed doors and
No.
stuff, and you can get the job done.
No.
I had asked Kristen earlier to remind me, so I'm going to ask this question before I forget it. What does motivate you? What brings out your character to really keep you going to? It's a great cause if veterans need help, and you're a unique person in the sense that you're just really great at what you do.
Thank you. I really just enjoy working. I really just like the veterans that I work with as human beings, and I want to help, and I want to make the problems that they face. I can't take them away, but I can actually,
you tried to-
I can make it easier. I can kind of walk the road with them. And it's been, I remember when I was helping my grandfather get some of his veterans benefits, it was a very tough process, and you really felt like a number. And so I kind of keep that with me whenever I work with veterans. I try to make them feel like they are significant as they are, and their family members feel like what they're going through is tough, but there is help and there is hope. And I try to make the VA as user-friendly as possible. I do have faith that the VA system really is there to help people. I know it gets a lot of bad rap, and I understand why that is, but I also believe that when you demonize the system that you depend on, it really isn't going to help you in the long run. So maybe just saying, yep, the system is broken in places, but let's try to work with what we can and work with what's available until a better opportunity comes around.
You did serve also.
I did. I'm a Navy veteran. I served on the USS Kincaid, and it was a great experience, and I really learned quite a bit about myself. It forced me to grow up very quickly. And
I still haven't grown up.
what's that?
I still haven't grown up.
Oh, well, you're just young at heart, Larry. There's nothing wrong with that. But it was an amazing experience, and it actually shed light on what I wanted to do with my career. I really wasn't sure when I got into the service what it is I wanted to do long term, and it really made me want to go into social work and help some of the military families that were dealing with, stresses that military families deal with that are unique to the military family, like deployments and.
That's different than the past, though. 'Cause before you volunteered, you got drafted like way back there, and you kind of knew about where you were going.
Yeah.
But now with the reserves and stuff and being called up. And
There's a lot of uncertainty.
And a lot of uncertainty, yes.
Yeah. So, I've really been fortunate in that not only have I been able to work with veterans in Amesbury, I've also been able to work with the military as well and their families, and they've really kind of, again, that community has opened their arms as well and offered their support. Another group that I don't want to forget is the Patriot Riders of,
the motorcycle group.
the motorcycle group, New England Chapter 1. They are amazing. That group is just, they go above and beyond to help veterans and the community, and they do it without the want of spotlight. There are,
Under the radar type of thing.
yeah, they really do it behind the scenes, and I have a lot of respect for individuals and groups that do that don't want the publicity. I think publicity is important, but it's not the only reason that we extend that hand, and that group has been amazing, and they call up at least once a month and say, hey, is there anything we can do, to help, and they're just great, and I just wanted to put that out
Three
there.
other things. One is,
Sure.
when is your final day, or when?
The 15th is my final day. I will be kind of transitioning out before that, but my final day on the payday in Amesbury will be the 15th. I'm trying to meet as many people as I can before that, but there are some things that will obviously go to Kevin with the transition, but I'm doing a lot of just advising right now and letting people know what to expect and
So the
how.
office will stay open, and Kevin will work out of both?
Kevin is going to, they're still working on how that's going to look, but for right now, my volunteers, Richard, who you met earlier, and Harry Vidrani will be here. Richard will be here from 9 to 12, Monday through Friday, and Harry will be here from 1 to 3, Monday through Thursday, just so veterans who are looking to see somebody and talk to somebody can come in, pop in, or call. And Kevin is probably going to be working out of the office one day a month for appointments that he needs to
If
see.
you'd like to talk a little bit about your new position, I know it hasn't been defined yet, but
Yep.
if you want to explain what you think it might be.
Yes, I'm going to be focusing with my new position. I'm going to be working for the federal agency, Department of Veterans Affairs, and working with homeless veterans and assisting homeless vets with finding housing.
Massachusetts? Or-
Yes, and we will be kind of focusing on that group of veterans that really needs the extra support with housing and are chronically homeless. I don't know exactly what that position is going to look like because I haven't yet started, but I assume that I will be still coordinating with a lot of the agencies that I coordinate
Do you
with
work
today.
With the governor? Would
Do
you
I-
be working with the governor?
No, I will not be working with the governor. The federal VA is, we don't work as close.
People like me that don't know exactly anything about it, you can
No,
explain
no
it.
problem, no problem. But no, I will not be interfacing with the governor. It would be great if I could. I've met him a few times, and he's certainly a very friendly gentleman and has done a great deal for veterans in his tenure.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that I certainly
You
appreciate.
know, I learned from doing a show, and I didn't want to bring it to me, I want you, and you, I think we touched on it before. In your occupation, and what I see, you really do get a chance to see people trying their best at what they do, whether it's a mayor, and I know people can take another side of it, but that's not what you should be looking for. You should be looking for the impact that they make, but all the energy they put into to make a difference, whether it's the governor. It made me think of the governor because sometimes he's up to,
Well, he's
the
a pub.
ropes.
He's a
But-
public figure. That's
But he tries. I mean, you can
Yes,
see
he
it
does.
And I think that what I hope to bring to the show, but with what you've done with the veterans, is it's the common road there. Try to make life better for what you can without stepping on people's toes, but just try to do your best at what you do good at. Which I don't know what I do good at, but
I think you're-
but just try. Just try.
No, you do great work, Larry, and
I didn't want you to have to say that because it's all about you.
oh,
This is
well,
a segment today, so we have to make sure. Is there
Thank you.
anything else that you would like to say? I mean, you covered it all quite a bit, but from your heart, I mean, I could say.
I also want to thank the Dolan Financial Services, this group, Charlene Dolan and Danielle Holmes, and Bob Camo, and there are a few others that I've worked with. Holly Shea, yep. But and I'll speak about Holly in a second. But the Dolan Financial Services, we've had the opportunity to partner on an initiative called the Veterans Legacy Initiative, where we provide World War II veterans with the opportunity once a month to come together and have lunch. And it's been an amazing response that we didn't expect the response that we've received, but it's been, I think we get about 50 veterans every month, and we go to the Hungry Traveler. We usually do it on a Tuesday. The next one will be February 12th at 11:30. But if if anybody has any questions about that, they can certainly call the office, and Richard or Harry will kind of point them in the right direction. But World War II veterans are invited to bring one guest, and it is free of charge. We have sponsors that enable the veterans to come free of charge, and they have an amazing lunch. We do trivia from the 40s, and
Wow.
there's a lot of fun events. But we wanted to create a space for World War II veterans to come together.
Come alive again.
Yep. And there's no secret that we're losing them in very significant numbers, due to age and health issues, but we want to,
They accomplish so
honor
much,
them
so
while
that-
we can.
that
Yeah.
generation just,
So that's just
Closes
one of the events and one of the initiatives that we've been able to work with, and I still will work with that initiative behind the scenes. I won't be able to attend the luncheons, but I will be able to work with the initiative behind the scenes and working with sponsors and such. Holly Shea has been amazing, and working with her and her family to coordinate events and to Holly has given back so much to this community, and she's a perfect example of what one can do with that sense of loss and turning that awful, incredible sense of loss and turning it into something great and honoring her son Jordan's legacy. So Holly is a true friend, and has also another social worker, and has also given me a lot of guidance in my social work career.
so young.
So,
When you get such a brilliant career, it just amazes me. You're so
but
smart.
thank
Where did
you.
get the knowledge?
Blacktop University, as my husband would say. But it's been, a great experience working with Holly, and Holly has this amazing circle of friends and her family members that I've also come to know and have been honored to work with. So. And there are so many others. Lillian Eaton, the amazing Lillian Eaton. She is an incredible person who I feel very fortunate to have gotten to
She was
know.
World War II?
World War II, Lillian, an incredible, she's the icon
Yeah.
in
Well,
Amesbury.
that's scary. We had the same word together. Uh-oh.
We're in sync, Larry. We've done a lot of great work with the Outreach Center in Haverhill, and coordinated with the vet reps at the career centers, both in Haverhill and Lawrence. Eric Nelson, the vet rep in Lawrence, has been amazing, and I call him on a daily basis to, ask him to help veterans who need assistance with finding jobs. We have a really tough time with employment. The employment rate is certainly much too high for veterans, and we're getting a lot of returning veterans who need help getting into work, and so he's been instrumental. So this job really, the success of this job has been contingent on the availability and the resourcefulness of many in the community. It's really not done
I don't
alone.
usually do this, but is there a number that people can call other than this number? Maybe this is a number to either help or donate money or...
Donations are certainly, we do get a lot of calls from folks who want to donate. My suggestion is to donate locally, to find out which organizations are assisting local veterans. The Northeast Outreach Center in Haverhill provides a lot of assistance. We also have the Council on Aging here in Amesbury that provides assistance to veterans. There are a lot of different avenues for donations. The Veterans Legacy Initiative, where we provide the luncheons to World War II veterans. We also take donations. We are a 501c3, so there are many opportunities. Just calling Amesbury Veteran Services or Newburyport Veteran Services and asking about what organizations are working with local veterans is, an option for those who are looking to donate. But always to think locally first is the best way to go.
It'd be nice if you could retire early, but I think it's going to not be that way with your profession. I mean, there's going to be a need there.
Yeah,
still.
yeah.
But I wish you the best of luck. And not
Thank
just-
you.
I'm going to give you a hug.
Oh, thanks, Larry.
That's not professional, but...
That's
Let
okay.
us have a mic because I just want her to be very comfortable and just have this segment about
And you
her
may,
not
thank
me
you.
asking-
You put me at ease, and I appreciate it. And just lastly, I just want to thank the veterans that I've worked with. They've really, it's been a really tough week this week. I've had a lot of veterans call me up, and goodbye is never easy. So I just want to just let them all know that I will carry them all in my heart
I'm gonna miss you,
forever.
too. I'm-
No, don't cry. You're going to make me cry. No, but
I
it's
cried
been...
first.
Okay, there you go.
There you are, you're exempt.
But I just want to thank them all for
We
letting
are
me,
gonna miss
for
you.
trusting
Thank you
me,
for
and
your
I,
outstanding personality and effort to the time.
thank you.
So, that's it for this segment. On to the next segment.
Okay.
just like Michelangelo into the blue on heavenly wings. Cargo ham bones don't take off no smoke, no mirror, no strings. I can't take off these dark shades. I can only say how it's too beautiful. Our town on TV. Our town, there's you and me. Upside down, hanging out of an airplane.